in the sweltering heat of July 1518. In the city of Strasbourg, nestled deep within the Holy Roman Empire, a woman named Frau Trophia stepped into the street and began to dance. No music played. No joy touched her face. Her limbs flailed with unnatural force, as if possessed by a rhythm only she could hear. But as hours passed and she did not stop, amusement turned to dread. Blood pooled in her shoes. Her face cracked in a grimace. Still, she danced. Neighbors watched in bewilderment. Surely, they said, she had taken ill, or worse, was mocking the saints. Hundreds became afflicted. Their bodies spun as if puppets on invisible strings, their lungs heaving with laughter they could not control. The clergy whispered of Saint Vitus, the patron of dancers and lunatics. Rituals were held, hymns sung, shrines built. Nothing stopped the laughter. Some died of exhaustion. Others drowned in the river mid-dance. There were those who danced in their sleep, and those who died with a smile frozen on their face. By the third day, she laughed. It was not a joyful laugh, but a hollow, broken sound, sharp and echoing. And it was contagious. Within days, dozens joined her. A baker, a priest, a mother, a beggar. They danced, twitched, wept, and laughed. The city, panicked, called upon doctors and priests. Others claimed mass hysteria, the fevered mind of a starving people. And then came the sightings. Among the afflicted, whispers grew of a man, dressed in crimson, faceless yet grinning, always watching, applauding. He never touched them, he never spoke, but he was always there, just at the edge of vision, like a conductor waiting for his orchestra to play. Some claimed they danced for him. 3 days later, the entire village was dancing beneath the moonlight. In Seville, a noblewoman carved the word applaudite, Latin for applaud me, into her walls, then slit her own throat. Paintings appeared with faceless dancers, always watched by a red-cloaked figure in the shadows, a kind of music, a ritual being composed across generations. By the time help arrived, no one remained, only footprints around a dried-up fountain and a tattered crimson ribbon nailed to an olive trunk. Streets littered with bodies, survivors left broken, wide-eyed, unblinking. Frau Trophia vanished. No grave, no trace. They moved quietly, destroying records, burning paintings, silencing those who spoke of the red man or the laughter. Their mission, not to cure, but to erase. Only the echo of her name, and the question that would haunt Europe for centuries, and one note, scrawled in the margin of a physician's ledger, reads only, "He claps when they fall." After a month, the laughter stopped, not with peace, but with silence. In his journal, he described a man who visited him a week prior. Crimson robes, no face, only bells at his wrist. Bells that made no sound. Why did they laugh? A simple comedy. Ka. Halfway through the play, a man laughed, then another, then another, then dozens. We clap, we cheer, we go viral. The man in red no longer needs to appear, and he waits patiently in silence between the notes. 42 died before sunrise, faces locked in grins, lungs burst. Some blamed a fungus, ergot, from spoiled rye bread, capable of inducing seizures and visions. But those who lived through it never spoke of bread or delusion. They spoke of rhythm, of compulsion, and of the man in red. Years passed. The city buried the incident under prayer and silence. But darkness, like laughter, echoes. In 1529, in the village of San Quirico in Tuscany, a boy began laughing beneath an olive tree. More incidents followed. In Metz, a merchant laughed until he bled from the eyes. The church grew terrified. A secret order was formed, custodes silenti, the keepers of silence. They believed the laughter was not a sickness, but a language. Each outbreak was not random, but a verse. Each victim, an instrument. Each conductor, the same. In 1631, a letter was found, sealed behind monastery walls, in Danzig. He dances between moments. He is not man, not demon. He is rhythm, and we are his melody. The monastery was burned that same week. Witnesses reported hearing laughter in the flames. The last documented outbreak came in 1794, in a Parisian theater amid the ashes of revolution. Among them was a playwright who had written nothing but tragedies. The playwright's final note reads, "Laughter is the only honest sound." Then silence. No laughter, no outbreaks. As if the conductor had set down his baton. And yet, we laugh more now than ever. We mimic madness in videos. We dance to nothing. We loop sound for joy. We summon him. He is rhythm. He is applause. He is the grin behind the screen. If, one day, your feet begin to move before your mind can stop them, if your laughter comes without cause, without end, don't turn around, don't smile, don't move. Because when the music begins, the dance is already over, and the only thing left is the applause.